Hey, how's it going, guys? In this tutorial, we'll learn how to load data from the web to Google BigQuery using BigQuery API in Python. Alright, so for the dataset, I'll be using the air traffic passenger statistics dataset from DataSF website. And I'll link the link in the description below. Now on this page, if you click on export, there should be an option for you to download the file as a CSV file. And if you right click on CSV, there should be an option for you to copy the link to download the file. Now I'm going to copy the link and I'll paste the link to my Python script. Alright, so here I'm going to create a variable called CSV URL and I'll paste the link. Now I'm going to go into my BigQuery console and let's say I want to export the dataset from the web to my JJ dataset. So I want to export as one of the tables. Alright, so first we need to import the necessary libraries. Alright, so for this exercise, I'll be using the type module, IO module, and the requests library to make the API call and BigQuery module. Now, step one is going to construct our BigQuery client object. And I'll name the object client. And for the table ID, I'll name the table SF Air Traffic Passenger Statistics. And because our data source is a CSV file, so we need to create a load job config object to specify the data type and the data schema type. In this case, I'm going to use auto-detect to automatically detect the schema's field type. And I want to skip the first row because the first row is going to be the header. And I'll name the load job config object job config. Now I'm going to make the API code based on the CSV URL using the requests.get method. Now if I go ahead and run this code block, now if I print the response object status code, and it should return status code 200, meaning that the API code is successful. Alright, so here I'm going to insert an if statement. So I'll say if response.status code is not equals to 200, then I want to print the reason why the API code failed. Otherwise, I'm going to run my operation to load the table to my BigQuery dataset. Alright, so if we look at this code block here, I'm retrieving the content using the response.content attribute. Now if I run response.content, it's going to print a byte string, actually a chunk of byte string that represents the CSV file content itself. And to convert this string into a format that BigQuery will recognize, we need to use the io.bytes.io class and pass in the byte string to create the bytes.io object. Then we can use the client.load table from file method and we'll pass the bytes.io object. Then we'll provide the table name, that how we want to name the table when we upload the CSV file. And lastly, we need to specify the file metadata, such as the file type, whether if we want to skip a row, and the field schema. And I'll name the output as job. Now, when you create a job, the job is going to get assigned to a queue and waiting to be executed. So here, I'm inserting a while loop to check if the job status is equals to done. If not, then I'm going to wait 2 seconds, then reload the job status until the job is complete. And once the job is complete, then I can print the job result. Now let me go ahead and run this operation from line 22 to line 32. Now it's going to load the CSV file and create a job. Now the job is running and the job is complete. It was pretty quick. Now if we load the table by providing the table ID using the client.getTable method, and if I print the print statement, And I can see that from the CSV file, I've loaded 24,552 rows and 12 columns to the SF air traffic passenger statistics table. Now, if I go back to my BigQuery console and refresh the page, and if I go into my GJ datasets dataset, and here's my SF air traffic passenger statistic table. Let's take a look. So we have loaded this many fields. And if we go into the details tab, I can see that the table size is about 276 megabyte, which is not very large. And if I go to the preview tab, and here's the first 50 records from the table. So this is going to be everything I'm going to cover in this video, and hopefully you guys found this video useful. And feel free to post your question or your comment in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.